The 1970s were a decade of change, experimentation, and bold storytelling in film and television. While adult stars dominated the headlines, there was a remarkable group of young actresses whose performances left a permanent mark on audiences. These girls weren't just playing roles. They were shaping the way people saw childhood on screen. Some grew up to have dazzling Hollywood careers. Others left the spotlight entirely, living quiet lives far from cameras. Their paths tell us something important about fame, resilience, and the pressures of growing up in public. Let's step back in time, revisit their magical beginnings, and see where life has taken them. Linda Blair, the girl who survived the devil. In 1973, a 14-year-old Linda Blair shocked the world with her chilling portrayal of Regan MacNeil in The Exorcist. The film's combination of horror and realism left audiences shaken, and Blair was at the heart of it. She wasn't just acting, she became the face of a cultural phenomenon, earning an Academy Award nomination and a Golden Globe win. The fame was overwhelming. Blair later revealed that the intense publicity and scrutiny at such a young age made her wary of Hollywood's darker side. In the years that followed, she leaned into her Scream Queen status, starring in thrillers and horror sequels. She also hosted Scariest Places on Earth and made playful cameos in films like Scream. Today, Linda Blair devotes much of her time to animal welfare through her foundation, proving that life after horror can be full of compassion. Tatum O'Neal, the youngest Oscar winner. In 1974, the world met Tatum O'Neal through Paper Moon, where she starred opposite her father, Ryan O'Neal. Her performance as Addie Loggins, a sharp-tongued, street-smart little girl, was so magnetic that she became the youngest person in history to win a competitive Academy Award at just 10 years old. But being a child prodigy came with a price. The pressures of early fame, strained family relationships, and personal struggles shaped her teen and adult years. While she appeared in films like The Bad News Bears and International Velvet, her career slowed during the 1980s. In recent years, she has reappeared on television in shows like Rescue Me and Law & Order: Criminal Intent. She's also shared her story in memoirs, opening up about addiction, recovery, and rebuilding her life. Jodie Foster, from child star to Hollywood icon. Jodie Foster's rise in the 1970s was meteoric. By the time she starred as Iris, a child prostitute in Martin Scorsese's Taxi Driver, 1976, she was already a seasoned professional, having done commercials and Disney movies. Her fearless performance earned her an Oscar nomination at just 12 years old. Unlike many child actors, Foster transitioned seamlessly into adult roles. The 1980s and 90s saw her win 2 Academy Awards for The Accused and The Silence of the Lambs. She eventually expanded into directing, proving she was more than just an on-screen talent. Today, Foster remains one of Hollywood's most respected figures, admired for both her artistry and her ability to navigate fame without losing herself. Melissa Gilbert, America's pioneer girl. For many, Melissa Gilbert will forever be Laura Ingalls Wilder from Little House on the Prairie. From 1974 to 1984, she brought the beloved literary character to life, capturing the innocence, determination, and warmth of pioneer life. Gilbert grew up in front of America, and her wholesome image made her one of the most recognizable young actresses of the decade. After Little House, she continued acting, but also became involved in directing and politics, even running for Congress in 2016. In recent years, she has embraced a quieter lifestyle, writing books about her life and moving to the Catskills with her husband to live more simply. Kim Richards, Disney's Golden Girl. Kim Richards was everywhere in the 1970s. She starred in Disney hits like Escape to Witch Mountain and its sequel, as well as the TV show Nanny and the Professor. Her bright-eyed charm made her one of the decade's most bankable young stars. However, as the years went by, her career took a back seat to her personal life. She experienced struggles with addiction and mental health, which played out publicly during her time on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Despite the challenges, Richards has been working on rebuilding her life, reconnecting with fans, and finding peace outside the glare of reality TV. Brooke Shields, from child model to cultural icon. Brooke Shields began modeling before she could walk. but it was her role in the controversial film Pretty Baby 1978 that made her an international name. Just 12 years old at the time, her performance stirred debate, but also revealed her undeniable screen presence. In the 1980s, she became a fashion and beauty icon, with Calvin Klein ads and starring roles in films like The Blue Lagoon. As an adult, Shields balanced acting, writing, and advocacy work, openly discussing her experiences with postpartum depression. Today, she's embraced social media and podcasting, proving she's still evolving with the times. Alankar Joshi, Bollywood's beloved child star. While Hollywood was making household names of its young stars, India had its own. Alankar Joshi appeared in over 100 films during the 1970s and 80s, often playing younger versions of Bollywood legends like Amitabh Bachchan in Diwar. Joshi eventually left acting to pursue a career in technology, co-founding a successful company abroad. Now a family man, he has passed the acting torch to his twin daughters, who are following in his footsteps. Paris Themin. The original Mike Teavee. In 1971's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Paris Themin played Mike Teavee, the TV-obsessed boy whose love of screens led to his downfall in the Chocolate Factory. After the film, Themin didn't chase Hollywood fame. Instead, he explored other passions, including travel and business. Today, he occasionally appears at fan conventions, where he warmly shares behind-the-scenes stories from the Willy Wonka set. Erin Murphy, the little witch everyone loved. When Bewitched was in its final seasons, Erin Murphy stepped into the role of Tabitha Stevens, the adorable daughter of Samantha and Darren. Playing a half-witch child in a magical household made Murphy an instant fan favorite. She started on the show in 1966 as a toddler, but continued into the early 1970s, growing up before viewers' eyes. After Bewitched ended, Murphy decided to step away from acting, focusing on her education and later working behind the camera in various production roles. In adulthood, she returned to the spotlight differently, as a motivational speaker and advocate for autism awareness, drawing from her experience raising a child on the spectrum. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you.